MURKradio is brought to you by Atlas VPN and BarkBox. Special link description below. And we're back with the swing shift. Let's hop down into the MURKradio live stream call center and check in with our panel. Let's get newsy with it, news daddies. I'm back, gang, and I am live. What's going on, guys?
What up, what up?
Oh man, so we gonna talk about La Palma today. And I guess the sucker's erupting, man.
La Palma. Now, where is that located for us that don't know?
Let's see. I want to pull up a map and a rendering so I don't.
In Spain. It's in Italy.
Like mainland Spain?
Islands. It's on the Canary Islands.
Oh, Canary Islands.
Ah.
I visited Canary Islands when I was about 12 years old.
So I got some 6 hours of footage. Welcome, Brandy. Welcome. I got like a good 6 hours of footage here pulled up. I'm trying to get, there we go. Let's see, aren't you guys showing up on my screen here? And I wanted to get into it. You know, we were chit-chatting about it in between shows, but you know, I want to recap everything we were maybe chit-chatting about in between shows, you know. I think it's really weird that there's a whole bunch of, you know, I just had a ping that there was an earthquake in Tokyo. So, Ali, I don't know what your proximity is to Tokyo. Shout out if you're here with us and you're all right. Or if you have any input on that. But it seems like there's like a lot of seismic activity going on, and my favorite conspiracy theory that's come out of the Murkies is that they're using things like Brian Laundrie and true crime in the United States to cover up for a potential like worldwide seismic event, you know, that maybe they know about.
Well, earthquakes and volcanoes are definitely related and can trigger each other.
Yeah. So this is from 4 hours ago. Magnitude 5.9 earthquake rocks Japan's northwestern Chiba prefecture. Jameson, update for those curious. Brian Laundrie's cell phone was turned on yesterday, and a ping has led to a focused search. Oh, shit, boy. We'll get to
I wonder if that's the reserve.
Yeah. We're going to get to that. Holy shit.
Where did he read that? We need a link. That's huge.
Yeah.
5.9.
I thought the FBI had his cell phone, unless he's got. Because remember they said he bought one on the 4th, but they recovered that one that he bought on the 4th.
Yeah.
So he must have another one.
That video of him going accidentally live on I forget which app it was, but then they debunked it.
Oh, yeah.
What about Gabby's phone? Because he took Gabby's phone off her as well, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, no one's, no media or anything ever said if they have Gabby's phone or not.
Huh.
She also had an iPad.
Okay, so,
And she had a camera and all that as well.
Yeah, and a drone.
I just frantically shuffled through stuff. Hold on. Let's turn tail to it. Let's see.
They pinged. Maybe he's got another burner phone that hasn't been announced, and they know the number to it, and they got him turning it on.
7 days ago from the sun, 8 days ago. Yeah, I'll need a link. There's nothing trending or new about it on anything here, so. Yeah. There we go.
Interesting.
There we go. It's a Twitter link. Let's see. From Haley Oliver. I have a theory. I'm sure you were sick of hearing such reading theories, but my heart and gut says, supposedly there was a ping from a burner phone, something today, yesterday, and now the laundries are willing to help search for Brian. Oh, I mean, search. All right.
Is that just a theory then?
Yeah, it's just a ladies. This is the rumor, but I've heard similar stuff from people in Florida. Yeah, apparently other people in Florida are saying it, is what Jameson's saying. So maybe, I hope so. I hope they confirm that one way or another. You know what I mean? I really hope we get some juice on that. But let's see if while we're in the realm, fuck it. Let's see if WFLA is live. What do we got here? No, they're not even live on it. I think it's just a quiet federal scrub right now. You know? Just a quiet sprawl for Brian Laundrie still. But maybe, I mean, if that's the buzz in Florida, that's cool. I really hope that that's something that's moving forward, you know what I mean? Yeah, CNN. Well, no, they did. That's confirmed. They found remnants of a campsite garden, AT garden. They did. They found remnants of a campsite. Oh yeah. No, thank you, Jameson. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there has to be something that busted, and a ping from a cell phone would make sense. You know what I mean? As enough juice to send somebody there. But I don't know. What you guys think? Anybody here with me?
Well, remember when I had mentioned, have people been coming into that reserve, and they have not. They've had it blocked off this whole time.
Yeah.
So that could be a fresher campsite.
Oh. Fresher than when they closed it down. It'd have to be. So either somebody broke in and it's just a sketchy dude, or oh man, yeah, they must have had something. They must have something from off of that campsite too. I wonder if they must feel like they're getting close. They fucking must. But back to La Palma, man. Who started with CERN? Let's go back to CERN. I want to talk about Big Brother fucking with the Earth.
Yeah, talk about them beam dumps.
Tell me about beam dumps. I know it's a rabbit hole that we got to go down, but we got time to fill. And again, I'm really, 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 really enjoying this conspiracy theory. Again, if there are psyops going on to distract from anything, in my opinion, it would be this. So,
I'm currently looking for the article right now, and I'll put it in the text chat.
For sure. Let's see. Jay says, was it actually his camp or just a campsite they found, though? Jay, I don't have confirmation on that. Don't know, man. I don't know. We just know there was a freshly used campsite found, and then Chris Laundrie shows up in the infamous red truck. Where's the conspiracy theories on the red truck? The red truck killed Gabby. The red truck is alive. The red truck has ghosts in it. Very disappointed in the YouTube conspiracy community sometimes. But yeah, we don't know that detail yet, Jay. I would imagine they probably called Chris in, I thought, to confirm that maybe maybe they found something and they're going to ask him, hey, is this your son's? You know. Or I guess, I don't know, FaceTime their attorney, because that motherfucker seems to be on his phone nonstop with Brian Enton. I don't know what the fuck that's about. I don't think I've ever seen more tweets between a defense attorney and a fucking lawman or a fucking newsie like that. Like that, how is that dude still employed? Like it just that shit don't make sense to me. But yeah, beam dumps, these volcanoes. I mean, maybe it's all a distraction. I'm into that shit. This volcano doesn't. I mean, so are you guys saying we have 27 volcanoes right now that are looking like La Palma looks, or is this a particularly bad situation?
I swear, just while doing this research, it's like the closer you get to the truth, the harder and harder it is to find. And I screwed up by using Google. I'm going to jump over to go.go and see if I can find something a little more substantial. But mostly what I'm finding is that 1 hour-long video that I was telling you about. And I know we can't play that on the channel, so give me
yeah. Let me see what I can do on this end here. We got trying to remember the name of it. There was a type of potential.
There's another woman called Mary Greeley that does videos on YouTube as well for the seismographs and stuff that she reads, and they keep removing her videos as well.
Wild. See if this one gets removed. What's that? What is that weird form of energy? That motherfucker. There was a dude making weird devices on it. You could put people in it. He thought he could move clouds with it. Oh my god. So there's a theory of a bunker in the backyard. I put a video in the text chat. I mean, I don't know. It took like a hand coming. Yeah, no. Hey, I'll put that back up. Actually, 8-day. That's something that's straight up. Yeah. That had me reeling too. Me and Molly Go Lightly are like, is that a hand? Are they handing him stuff?
It does actually look like it, especially in the video where they've slowed it down and you can actually like see something at the side.
Yeah. Well, let me get this link real quick.
Just looks like it comes out of the edge of the flower pot.
Yeah.
Flower bed.
Well, you see, if you have a like a storm shelter, there's normally a vent rigged up, and it looks like straight up someone's grabbing something through the vent of the storm shelter.
There used to be a shed there. I saw a video where somebody used Google Maps to have a look.
Yeah.
And on Google Maps, it's behind, isn't it? Like, don't get the images back until so long after or whatever. There was a shed or something there that's not there now, obviously, but I mean, like, there could have been a room underneath that, but somebody was supposed to have been able to see through the satellite as well that there was, like, underneath that there was a room with, like, 4 solid walls.
Where did you post that 8-day? Oh, here we go. Found it. Found it. Okay. Let me grab this link real quick. But this is the footage where it's like, isn't this too?
I'm going to have to break this up into 2 articles because I can't find one that consolidates both. So the first one I'm going to post in text chat is CERN's description of what a beam dump is. And then I'm going to link the I don't know if it's a conspiracy, but the guy sounds like he's pretty spot on. I'm going to link that video explaining how the beam dump affects volcanoes.
Where's the hella close-up one? Hold on.
I know when they do go off, the big ones anyway, they try to get the water collapse on the side that's nearest to the ocean, so that it heads for the ocean, basically.
Okay.
And they were talking about doing something with Yellowstone, where they go right outside of the area of the magma chamber, but they want to drill all the way down the side of it and go right underneath the lava and pump water into it.
What?
And they think that will cool the lava down or something, but they don't know if that will actually work. They don't even know if that will actually even trigger it off.
Did you hear about them wanting to pump a nuke down into the volcano?
What? No, that's some Scientology shit. What?
Yeah, they wanted to. I did hear about them nuking the side wall of it that's nearest to the ocean, so that the lava will head for the ocean. I've seen that.
It's catastrophic in and of itself, having all of those gases being released into the water. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know. It actually creates more gases when it.
Not only that, the heat will instantly kill any life in the area.
Yeah. Published anonymously. Okay, so I'm trying to find, I believe it's Vril energy in the Vril Society and shit, but I believe they were trying to find a form of energy that could fucking cause catastrophes and shit. And I've heard that like people like HARP might be responsible for shit like this, like these volcanoes and shit. You know what I mean? If we're talking in the realm of conspiracy, you know, like these HARP devices are built off of this Nazi Vril tech. And you know, again,
I'll see a thing on the. I'll see a thing.
Oh, sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
I see a thing a few weeks ago as well where Putin was actually threatening to blow up Yellowstone volcano.
Yeah.
He thought it'd be an easy way to wipe out America. I don't think he realises if that goes off, it's not just America.
That
They'd be killing themselves as well. Like that's the whole world.
Yeah.
Hey man, we got this explosive volcano over there by Spain. Why don't we just toss a nuke at it?
Exactly. Anna on YouTube says that won't work. It just makes it worse. She agrees with you. Oh yeah, like this isn't a good. Yeah, those ideas are not good.
You want a new ice age? Because that's how you get a new ice age.
Yeah, this is how you. Yeah, let the Earth do its thing. Move out of the way. It's a problem.
That Elon Musk guy, he wanted to nuke Mars.
Shh, that's right, Elon. Yeah. Hey, I mean, fuck it. Test nukes there. Don't test them here. I'd rather them do it there. But I'm tired of let him spend his money launching trash into space because we've made enough of it out of our tax dollars. You know, and it's just sitting up there in a vacuumous hellhole, and we have a literal like ring of fucking trash around the planet. You know, like just old not functioning satellites, old tech, fucking debris. Just debris.
There's so many satellites out there, they're just crashing into each other.
Yeah. There's
we wonder why they don't want to visit us.
Yeah, like we built the fucking. It's gotta look like trash if you're at like an actual utopian paradise planet, right?
They talk about global warming and stuff. There's that much of a traffic jam of satellites out there. I'm surprised the sun reaches past them.
Yeah. It's ugh. We're a weird ass species.
It probably looks like one of those driveways in the south that you realized you shouldn't have turned on.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, where you're like, oh no, there's like 8 kids, all of the like a bunch of fucked up four-wheelers, a swing set that looks like it hasn't been used since 1998. But there's still like one kid just.
Honey, lock the doors.
Yep. She hits that tab in the fucking car door. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that's Earth's vibe. It's got to be Earth's vibe, right? Yeah, maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's why we haven't found alien life, or maybe that's why they're withholding it. Is they're just kind of like, ugh. It's not new. It's not our nukes. It's not this or that. They're kind of highfalutin. You know, and you know, we can call them highfalutin because we're the ones on the trash planet. You know what I'm saying?
They actually think the UFOs and that come through portals, don't they?
I like that. I like the concept of interdimensional alien life that comes in. Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think they're like extra dimensional beings? Do you kind of like ascribe to the you know, kind of in that realm of Joe Rogan aliens, I guess is what I label it as, the Alex Jones's current theory on aliens, where it's like no, the alien, they're interdimensional, you can see them, you can talk to them if you channel them, and that's what some of this mysticism is from, is them actually channeling actual things.
Well, you hear about Quo and Ra, the law of all this Dolores Cannon stuff about the 5D, and that's all kind of within the realm of the Palladians and the different star seeds.
That's no, straight up. That's interesting that you I done a lot of DMT myself in the past, and had the classic trips. One thing I find interesting about it over other psychedelics is that you can have a persistent hallucination, even though it might not last long. What I mean by that is you see something funky out of the corner of your eye, you kind of quantify it with the part of your brain that can make pattern out of randomness, the same part that can like see a face in wood grain, right? You kind of quantify it, you look away and you're like, well, that was a fun trip, and you look back and that bitch is still there. Like whatever you quantified it as, like that, like the clockwork elf just partying, he's still there, just chilling. It's fucking weird. Like it definitely feels like, there's extra dimensional something going on when you're on that drug in particular. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know, I believe it. I've definitely done like music where it's like a meditative thing where I feel like I channeled the art that I made. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like it came from me sometimes. So I kind of get, what you guys are getting into.
Didn't they say that you only produce DMT 2 times in your life, once at birth and once at death, naturally?
It's speculated that it happens in REM sleep and is part of dreaming as well, in a much smaller way. But yeah, that you get the big doses like you would if you were to smoke it when you're born and when you die. Yeah. Yeah. And I did a lot of it for a while. I love that shit. I was quoted as saying I'll sell my mama for some DMT, and I really do like it. But I've gone full woo-woo on it and really tried to quantify the shit that I experienced and try to like build a belief system off of it. But I felt that I had maybe limited myself, and I normally don't like to do that. I feel like I owe myself a little more than that sometimes because, again, I ingested something to get there. And I try to, also observe what things are like in a natural state. Completely fucking sober. And that's one of those drugs I still fucking don't really know. Like I'm still like up in the air on, like, I don't really know what the fuck I experienced, honestly. Like, I don't know. From a sober perspective, like, I'm not going to build a belief system necessarily off of, like, I'm not going to say what I saw was concrete, but boy, did it feel like it. Like, the clockwork elves, the kind of breaking through the fractal gate, the, out of body experiences sometimes. I've also felt like, feel my chakras. I felt like there was a line of energy through them, like, and
bro, stop abusing drugs, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've slowed down for show. It's just marijuana now, recreationally, and it's legal where I'm at. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm talking about DMT. But yeah, that's it. Because if we're talking about alien life, maybe they're interdimensional aliens. But Zimmy, an Italian man, what do you aliens? What you thinking? What do you think aliens are possible? Where do you think they're
bro,
from?
it's like, bro, 100% is possible. Like, bro, the universe is so big, bro.
Yeah. Massive, expansive.
So big, like if the lives start here, you think it's impossible to start in other place, bro? It's like you're saying, like, let's say that, like, the birds live only USA, no other spot in the world. Is impossible,
Yeah.
Birds are everywhere. It's the same, bro, right?
Yeah.
I think the life may be different, like we know the life, like the human can be really different, because to be human you need certain condition.
Yeah.
The gravity needs to be one certain way.
The planet has to be perfect.
Needs to be
to do what we are, to build a carbon-based life form like we are. Yeah, I mean, I kind of smell what you're stepping in there. Like, what if aliens are a sentient puff of gas?
Of course.
Yeah.
Like, what if they are like energy?
Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, they're
We
like
are
photon-based life forms. They're light life forms or something. What if
Yeah.
that's possible?
Oh,
Yeah.
you got to think
Because
go ahead, Zimmy.
No, I'm saying we are carbon-based life, okay?
Yeah.
But in certain way, the carbon is formed by atoms. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
let's say that they have a different. We are carbon lifestyle. They can be energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a different.
Like pure energy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're.
Yeah. So don't. Only a stupid can think that the life does exist only on the Earth, bro.
Yeah. Well,
only a stupid.
Just from what we can see with whatever current telescope we have, is we know there are billions of galaxies, and within each galaxy there are billions of stars. So some of those galaxies that we're looking at are billions or maybe even trillions of years farther out from the center of what they would call the Big Bang, as they taught us in school, than we are. So that means they would have that much more time to evolve into whatever they evolve to.
Yeah. It makes sense that maybe... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Mark, I want to say this. And remember, guys, what we see is something that happened over there. You need to calculate the time of the light that comes back to us.
Oh,
because we see a star, like we see a star explosion now, but that star is like, let's say, 120 years light far from us.
Mm-hmm.
That means that happened so long time ago, but we see it only now because that event does move in the space, and the time that event showed to us is after that happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now we watching the stars, but we watching something that happened before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
you never watch something that happened in this moment.
Yeah.
Don't scientists theorize that there are essentially 12 dimensions, but we can only see 4?
There's, the 3 that we for sure exist in. Some people try to say that the 4th dimension is time, but I hold that time is an unquantifiable abstract. I like to think, there's a thought experiment I like to do, and this kind of goes to my theory on ghosts, right? So everybody imagine, if you will, just imagine your movement through your house through the course of a day, right? Now imagine what that looks like without the impediment on your vision of time. You will look like a worm, right? You would be a worm worming through your house. We would all be these wormy things all across this planet, right? And maybe what ghosts are is sometimes we're intersecting at these weird quantum moments, right? And we're seeing energy from a different time in the worm or a different part of the worm. But sometimes I think about time in the universe like that. But so like we know there's 3 for sure that we can experience, physically. I've heard interesting things for like the sheet theory. I think we've I think we're at 12 now since we've made the leaps forward with what was it, Schrodinger's like time dilation. There's certain things that have like moved forward in calculation where it's like, well, if we do the math this way, it works out this way. And that's kind of how we have to do it with like broad physics like that. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Like, so I feel like, I think we've like mathed up to like a potential of 12, but what if it's 4 sets of 3-dimensional beings stacked on top of each other? What if there's 4 multiverses? You know what I mean? What if that's what we're mapping out,
A multiverse, bro. That is, bro, listen, the theory of the multiverse actually is the one that does fit better what we are learning now, because I'm not saying like before, but right now, bro, like we don't see the air. Do you see the air, guys? We breathe in, okay?
You can't see or feel magnetism either.
No.
Yeah, this I'm saying, bro. Like, what if is like other entity so evolved that we actually can't see them, but they, like with the, the biggest force in the universe is the magnetism.
Yes. Well,
and still the scientists can't understand why they happen.
Yeah.
Because I can agree, like the Earth, it happened, but how it works in the universe,
Exactly.
Because the space, what they saying that a planet occupies some certain of space and does deflect the light on this space, and also the magnetism, the G-force,
Yeah.
Well, those are things that we don't understand right now.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
And if you think about,
I'm not saying UFO because I don't believe all this stuff that flying objects.
yeah,
I don't see like an entity that come with a flying objects like an airplane or stuff like this. Because if somebody have to travel the space, you can actually travel that with a ship. Like we think is made a ship, the metal one,
yeah,
It needs to be like something that is kind of light, kind of something that we don't understand now.
yeah.
Because even the light, we can see the light, We
Yes.
see the light.
Yes.
We can actually see it, you know what I mean?
Well, and we've evolved organs to specifically do that, receive photonic energy, and that's the only reason we are able to quantify it. Yeah, there could be energies out there we don't have the hardware to necessarily perceive without the right kind of chemical, or ritual, or the right kind of mindset. Maybe there's something physical you can do to activate something like that. I believe people can do stuff like that, I think there's definitely energies out there that we haven't quantified yet that are moving around. We're still figuring out dark matter, which is what, most of everything.
Mark, about the dark matter,
yes,
they are studying that the dark matter can be like, how I can say, I don't know how to say in English, like the petrol to moving around the universe,
Mm-hmm.
The gas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Your fuel.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the fuel to move around. They
Yeah.
want to use. They think the dark matter can be used
Yeah.
to create like an engine that can travel around the, because the
Yeah.
dark matters, these are only like theories, they say they can deflect the space
Yeah.
and the time.
Yeah. That's Unicorn Poop in the chat said that when she was 5, she saw beings that were like translucent and had a rainbow shimmer around them. And I just had a thought one time, if you guys use like, if you use like the thought patterns that like someone like John Nash would use, right? So if you have a method of innovation or any kind of methodology or ideology, let's say you're playing against an opponent, that opponent can use it too. I was just in a deep mindset like that, right? Like game theory, and there was, if you think about simulation theory, right? And if you think about scripture, the talk about being a perfect reflection of God, like he made us in his image kind of thing. If you think about, the ability to replicate, right? That's, I think, where simulation theory comes from, is the potentiality that other things other than a God can self-replicate, including us in the past, including just a different, its own being altogether, maybe. But it also made me think about the potentiality of maybe there's other, like, we're talking about, maybe it's not carbon-based life form, maybe it's an energy-based life form, but maybe that energy-based life form would, if you could quantify the energy, it would be almost a mirror image to how we're built, just not carbon-based. Does that make sense? And that's why we're able to interact with it sometimes. That's why sometimes we can do stuff to kind of interact with these things. It's because we're close enough. We're not even made out of the same thing, but we're close enough in code or pattern that, maybe we can. Maybe that's what's going on. But
Yo, Zombies is bringing up a good theory. He's saying that gravity blends light. I know that gravity blends light. Gravity is the most powerful force
yeah,
we know in the universe, but
Yeah.
it can be something that we don't know, and we can't understand, that we cannot measure right now.
well, according to our math that we run our physics on now, electrogravitio-magnetic forces do indeed affect our perception of time. So, if you were to be sucked into a black hole, you might be stuck for infinity in the moment of being sucked into that black hole.
Yeah.
Because of time dilation. And
Yeah, the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, the science saying that the moment you reach the, how it's called, the blind horizon
Yes.
of the black hole.
Yeah. Event horizon. Yeah.
That moment, that moment can go at infinity.
Yeah, forever.
You're stuck over there forever.
Yeah, your perception of time is now looped.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's how much of us being on an electrogravitio-magnetic ball affects our perception of time? We know a lot. You know what I mean? That's the speculation, is if we were just, we talk about light years away, we know that when we see a light go out in a star, it happened a long time ago. Like it happened a really long time ago.
Yeah, we see it now, but that traveled to us, like that happened a long time ago.
Yeah,
that's why I do agree with Merk. That's why I do agree with Azrael, because I think, bro, like she can feel the energy,
Yeah.
Remember yesterday she said that she's in contact with those entities and the people.
Yes.
Like she perceived the energy. That's the people tend to call God something that they cannot understand, bro, since in the past. But what the people call God, I call it energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, absolutely. That's very much the same way. Again, I'm kind of a traditional Jew with what I define as God, I guess. It's the universe in which I inhabit, the energy. There's I used to really engage in a lot of Eastern meditative practices, but there's little things that I changed when I started entering into the world of like Jewish meditation. There's just little things. Like, we know that the universe's energy is infinite, right? We're not trying to hold it inside of ourselves with certain hand gestures. We keep our hands open when we meditate, to become one with the energies. You know what I mean? There's definitely, I ascribe to a lot of that kind of thinking, particularly when I'm in my my little morning mood, doing my little morning rituals, little morning prayers and meditations and affirmations. Ali says, even being on an airplane will slow down time. This effect is called the dilation. Yeah, predicted and later proven by Einstein's special and general theories of relativity. That's kind of what I'm getting at, like, yeah, you have a lot of, once we've really, started really solidifying relativity. Yeah, time dilation is a thing. Yeah, absolutely.
When 8-day trippers, when I sleep, I swear I'm going place. Like I wrote to her, like, you need to slow down with drugs.
Well, Mark, that the science has proven that if you are encapsulated in a magnetic field and you increase the magnetic field as you increase your speed, you essentially, your body will not feel the effects of movement.
Ooh.
So that is a theory on how they say the craft, how they can change directions so speedily and travel so fast is by reverse engineering. Like what was his name, Dr. Lazar or something. Anyway,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
We're
like if you're
talking like inertial dampeners, basically.
Right, exactly, because they actually have kind of proven it because they levitated in a very small environment, levitated a frog inside of a magnetic field, and I saw that in a video.
Yeah, see, finally, it's been scrubbed from YouTube, but there used to be home videos of this guy building a gyroscopic, like, liquid mercury kind of anti-gravity device, but he could straight lift up, a bowling ball would float. Like, it was a video of a bowling ball floating. And it was the most, absolutely, I think there's something to when you create a gravitational field, like time itself is starting to change.
Did I hear somebody mention Bob Lazar?
We can talk about Bob Lazar. I love Bob Lazar. I know a lot about Bob Lazar. I definitely think that they sheet dipped him, and he is fucking honest with most of what he's saying he saw and experienced.
Dude, they did an interview with him not too long ago, and he's like, word for word, like exact everything. Not even, So
his story has almost never changed, and we've done nothing but prove that he has been the places that the government says he never was. Like it's gone as far as, like, security guards have the logs, and they say, no, look, right here it says this is where he signed in to go to work that day.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Bob,
Tell me about this. Tell me about this, bro. I don't know. What are we talking about?
Ooh, Bob Lazar is his name. Fascinating gentleman. Rocket scientist. At one point he had a rocket-powered Honda, I believe.
When did he first break his story? Like the 80s?
He broke his stories, I think, late 80s. But here's the thing. Bob Lazar ended up in the news at some of these places. They say he didn't work fucking with like a rocket-powered car. Like, he was kind of known as he kind of had some clout before all of that. Like, there were rumblings that, because his first initial interview, he came out and it was a fucking anonymous one. But the speculation was so fucking hot that it was Bob Lazar. Because of the obvious, you know what I mean? In the conspiracy community back then, the old Coast to Coasters. He just came out in the open.
Is he a science?
He's a scientist, yes. Physicist, an aerospace genius, I think, a rocket scientist, I guess. Now he makes fireworks. He was busted for, like, having a small prostitution thing going on. Which I think was kind of set the fuck up. Yeah, but, like, I feel like that was set the fuck up. Like, maybe dude likes to get freaky. That's his deal. That doesn't mean he's not fucking true in everything else he says.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
Even that was even that was real, like, what's the problem? People can go to prostitute, like.
Exactly. I feel like, well, it's just kind of an example of like things I feel like that have been used to discredit Bob Lazar. I wonder. I'll see if I can find any of him on the news that's free use real quick.
Yeah, what's
Zimmy.
happened?
Yeah,
This is
Zimmy, man,
John.
if you can't sleep, watch his original interview and watch the more recent interview with him in it.
Or the one thing that solidifies that it was him was the biometrics.
Yeah.
How they talked about the biometrics, and it was in the 70s, and they claimed up and down that it didn't exist, and now we know that it does.
We know it.
Now we
does.
know for sure it does because it's
Yeah.
old technology and has been since released.
Yeah, since released. Yeah. And they were using shit. Bob Lazar gives testimony about fucking technology. Yeah. Even the fucking scanners he used to get into some of those facilities. Like, bitch, that's all of it. He's fucking honest about a lot of stuff. Let's see if I can find...
No, I know Bob Lazar. I saw the video where he was playing how the UFO fly.
Yeah. Let's see if I can't find some...
No, don't put video, bro. They're gonna.
Nah, I got it. I
copyright.
got it from 8 News Now Las Vegas. From fucking this is news footage in me, so I can use this. This is free domain.
The UFO is crazy, that our government has lied about UFO information, that it's withheld UFO
In my screen
files,
sharing, can
and
you hear
even
it?
spied on UFO witnesses. We've also heard from
Wait, let me
scientists who
put-
say life elsewhere in the universe is virtually a certainty. And we heard that a majority of Americans believe that UFOs are real and come from space. Tonight, in part 5 of his report, George Knapp introduces us to a local man with an amazing and disturbing story. George.
Gary and Mary Ruth,
Yo,
we've
shout
been
out
working on this
George
story
Knapp.
for a long time, and we'll tell you right up front that it's going to be hard to swallow at first. This week, we've heard the contention of UFO researchers that there's a secret government within our government. While that may be hard to believe coming from the UFO perspective, we've certainly learned in Watergate and the Iran-Contra scandal that factions within our government can and do pursue their own hidden agendas outside of the law, outside the control of Congress, or the knowledge of the American people. This is exactly the type of operation we'll hear about tonight. It's a chilling scenario with worldwide implications that may have its roots right here. Area 51, that mysterious corner of the Nevada test
One of the
site,
most
is
famous,
no longer much of a
I mean,
secret. The
proven
fact that
credible
secretive
people, in my
things
opinion,
go
is
on here
Lazar.
is a given,
I think so.
even to the Soviets,
I would say
who make
so.
daily spy flights over the
I'm
facility.
really glad
to
I'm
take
really
a
glad
peek
someone
at
brought up
what's
Bob
going on.
Lazar.
These photos, never before shown in public, are about as close as anyone will ever come to seeing what the place looks like again. The dry bed of Groom Lake, corrugated metal buildings, a 3-mile-long runway, and some highly sophisticated radar and detection equipment. It's been known by many names over the years: Dreamland, the Ranch, the Skunk Works. If ever there was a place to test a secret new technology, this is it. And that's exactly what's been done here for decades. Area 51 is where Francis Gary Powers and the other U-2 pilots were trained in the 50s, and where the U-2 itself was developed. The SR-71 spy planes that spotted Soviet missiles in Cuba in the early 60s were also developed at 51.
Yeah.
51 is where stealth technology was nurtured, where Star Wars devices are still tested, and where all manner of CIA monkey business has been plotted and refined. It's the perfect place for secret things, but of course, that's no secret. 51 is ringed by the forbidden vastness of the Nevada test site,
Stanody
by the
says
looming
George
Blue
Knapp
Mountains,
looks like a
and by
long-lost
sparsely
Bee Gees
populated
member.
desert expanses. The few people who do live out here have no love lost for the military, but they're
Area
conservative,
51.
patriotic, and they mind their own business. You ever see stuff you can't explain? Sure.
This guy looks like the manifestation of a cocaine problem I had for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really know how to explain why, but if I could, sum up how cocaine by the end of my experience with it made me feel it was like that, like this guy, like this vibe. Bam, old cowboy.
Lots of stuff. Care to elaborate? No.
No, he also obfuscates. Say, yeah.
On any given night at the Rachel Bar and Grill, you might find 3 or 4 people who work at Area 51, there amid the flowing Budweisers and cowboy hats. You might find them, but they aren't going to talk to you, not about the things they've seen over the mountains. A steady trickle of curiosity seekers flows through here.
Like, I'm getting paid
Strangers
well,
drawn by strange
bitch.
stories of lights in the night sky. Their questions also go unanswered. No one who's worked at Dreamland has ever publicly acknowledged what so many people have suspected for years, that alien alien technology is being tested in the Nevada desert.
Ooh.
The speculation
Yo,
first
Mark, can you
surfaced in
pause
documents
it,
obtained
bro?
by UFO.
Absolutely.
Yo, Mark. I think, bro, over there in Area 51, they put all those Nazi science, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I'm
well, look,
sure.
man, we put Nazi science all the way to the top of our government, dude. We put Nazi science into that's what NASA is Nazi science. Like, we wouldn't have gotten to space without my people having built the V2 rockets in fucking concentration camps. Like, a lot of our scientific infrastructure is built
You
off
know
of Nazi science.
the operation of Hitler, that I don't know what's the name of that operation. They bring
Yeah.
it in Area 51, all the science they capture over there. Because
Yeah.
USA wasn't interested or nothing. When USA entered in Germany, the first thought they have, we need to catch those science that make the rocket and all the stuff,
Yeah.
chemical stuff,
Not to
Yeah.
mention medical technology from Joseph Mengele.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. This is all, again, something fucking weird happened by the end of World War II. They had some stuff going on. And this is that's in our history as a species that exists after the burning of Alexandria, right? What we have in our history is the first big militarized, well-funded, again, I can't stress this enough, militarized archaeological and scientific expeditions were set up. That was the Nazis. That was them who did that. They, those scientists got pulled in all directions after that war too. And so I think, different people got different shit. I think for everything we have in aerospace, Russia has in psychology.
Yeah, and bro, the how was it? The pyramid, how you say in English?
Oh, the pyramids. Yeah.
Yeah, the pyramids inside, they have those, the construction aspect is like wonderful. Like, nobody think at that age they could make that. But they think that is certain points, but they do have magnetism, and they have like electricity. You can check on the wall. They have those lines that they thought that it was some circuit, like electronic circuit.
Yeah. I think there might, and those pyramids are built out of like a conductive granite, right? That's weird. Yeah, the construction, those make no fucking sense to me. Why? Who was it? We had a presidential candidate that said that they were obviously like grain stores, but that's not fucking true. There's no way those are grain stores. Why is there treasures in them and shit? Like, what are you talking about, grain stores? Yo, shout out the chat real quick. Lux accidentally killed a moth. I'm sorry that happened to you, girl. Long live that Arizona moth. Zombie Sex says Bob Lazar describes exactly how anti-gravity propulsion would solve the problem of a craft traveling very long distances in a very short time. Yeah, over Mach 8. Yeah, they would. And that's kind of what we're getting at, is like, you could, if you mess with gravitational fields, time is at your leisure, right? Like, you can move forward in time as you want, or you can stop it entirely. And
I don't want to distract from what you're saying, but you reminded me that just a couple days ago they posted a video of the La Palma volcano putting off subsonic or supersonic booms, and they actually showed it on video that the subsonic booms coming from the volcano moved the clouds above it.
Whoa.
Are you there?
Explosion, shockwave, and sonic boom. Holy shit, here's a 41-second clip. Let's see this sucker. Ooh. It triggers something like a primordial fear in me. Does it do that to you guys, where it's almost like a fucking fire and brimstone,
That's a clip, but the more clear one was actually shot in the daytime, and it was shot from like a helicopter, so you actually get to see the ripple come up out of it.
See the delay from the visual explosion and the sound?
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, our planet's kind of fucking spoopy, y'all. That's just yeah. Look at those lava
It's
fields.
gonna.
If you can track down the one that was shot in the daytime, it's definitely a much more visually pleasing one.
Here's a drone video watching what a volcano will do to a pool. Check this shit out, guys.
I have friends in Las Palmas, you know.
You do? Oh.
Yeah, but not in this part.
Okay, good. See, we need to get out of there.
They are
It
safe.
boils, that pool does.
I bet. Oh yeah.
You know, if this volcano like erupt really bad, it can cover with dust, like almost half of Europe.
Yeah. Yeah, there might be some
Rip.
serious
Rip
catastrophes
the
going
villa.
on.
Yeah, rip the villa. Over there. Man, imagine all these people, bro. Invest all their money. They work one entire life to afford a house here with a swimming pool and shit.
And just
And
for
the
this.
volcano decide. And volcano say, no,
Yeah.
not this time.
Hey, you want to know how I'm going out though? Hold on. Let me find them. Let me find my favorite historical moment captured in time. Just
Oh,
frozen in
yeah.
time. Hold on. This right here. I think my favorite thing ever is the Pompeii masturbating man. Guys.
No,
Guys.
he was not. Nah, I don't think.
This is how he went out. Bam. Dude, dick in
No.
hand. Nah, that's how I'm going out, dude. Fuck it. If I know I'm getting swallowed by the Kano, yeah. You better believe it. I'm gonna be Pompeii masturbating, man.
Well, if you come in Italy, you need to visit, bro. Pompeii.
Oh, I really want to. Just to
Something
see it.
unique in the world. It's
Yeah.
a time capsule, bro. Time
Exactly. Frozen in time. That's exactly why I want to be there. That's, it's another thing that like strikes me about Pompeii masturbating, man, is just, it's a moment frozen in time. Things are so much different, but it's humans. You know what I mean?
And
It's
remember,
humans doing
this
human shit.
Yeah, but that happened so fast.
Yeah.
He got caught in the moment. You know what I mean?
Oh, he is making an O face, dude. Check that shit out. He is right at climax when that shit went off. Like, look at that. His head is back and everything, dude. For sure. Like, yeah, humans doing human shit in that moment. Very rarely do we get to see sites like Pompeii or any kind of ruins where there's actually remnants of what the humans were doing. You know what I mean? Like, what they were, how humans act. That's something that we like speculate on all the time.
Not only that, over there you can see how they lived back in time.
Yeah.
I think that they was like very primitive, Like, actually, you go in Pompeii, the home in Pompeii actually are better than some villa that they make now. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And we know things from Pompeii about, see, here's just to show you guys what Zimmy's talking about. Here's a villa from Pompeii. The mosaic work, the how they lived, and again,
Man.
their attitude when inhabiting it, like we get to kind of see that they were humans in it, because again, like architecture is one thing, but when you see the shadows of the humans there, it's like, whoa, we've been doing this here for a long time and it was us doing it. You know what I mean? Well, why would you buy a house next to an active volcano, says Zombie Site? Because for the fucking price, bruh. What are you talking about? For the gram, number one. Number two, because it's probably cheap.
Yeah, but listen, they didn't know in Las Palmas is gonna happen this in 2021.
It's like Yosemite kind of thing. Like it's
Yeah. Las Palmas actually is beautiful. And it you know those villas, it costs a lot of money, man.
yeah.
It's not really cheap. Like
Oh, you didn't get a discount for being you're paying premium vacation spot rates.
yeah, because see, bro, it's not a lot of people. It's one villa here, another villa one over there, another one over there. It's not like one after one, you know.
It's spread out. There's individual properties where people are having. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. Look at that, though. Damn.
Check the volcano on Naples, Vesuvio. People still making houses over there.
Whoa. Oh yeah, if Naples blows, it's like half the fucking world. Right? Yeah. You get another Pompeii event all around it for sure.
No. Don't Naples volcano remove eruption.
Oh.
No. Eruption.
There we go. See, it's Vesuvius, right? Yeah, what is Vesuvius erupted in 2020? Living in the danger zone.
Yeah.
Thought I'd just get some clips of the area put up here.
Yeah.
Well, come on, maybe.
Yo, you can go and check the picture instead of the video.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
They can copyright the.
There we go. It's such a sight to behold. You know what I mean? It's one of those. It's like the archetypal image of a volcano too.
They are waiting for this volcano to explode.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Man. And I mean, that'd be devastating. Yellowstone, this, I mean, and guys, we just had a 5.9 magnitude earthquake hit Tokyo. Allie, are you with us? Are you all right? You in Japan and an earthquake hit. Like that had just popped up on my screen when we were about to go live. Shit, there's seismic activity happening like a motherfucker.
Check out the picture because it's home down the Vesuvio. There's a lot of people living over there.
Yeah, it's a whole right here. That's a good shot. Yeah, look at all the houses just in range.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. It's got that food's good. It's gotta be really good. You get that seafood. Ooh.
Yeah, and the volcano.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'd do it. Like, well, what are the chances? Surely I'll be dead by the time that shit blows, right? How long we got? And they're like, we don't know. Anytime. It's like, I'm gonna risk it for the brisket. Fuck it. I kind of get it. But also, you end up like the people in La Palma.
This volcano destroyed Pompeii. This volcano.
Yeah,
Pompeii.
Yeah, that's right. It was Vesuvius.
It's gonna destroy also Naples. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going. Yeah, that's an inevitability, I guess. Yeah, that's what volcanoes do. They erupt. Ask Hawaiian culture. It's what volcanoes do. They erupt. Life isn't fair. First Harambe, now this. I agree, Stanody.
It's not a good idea to build a home near a volcano.
Wouldn't think so. It's one of those cyclical time things where it's like, no, that's gonna blow. Like that's.
Yo, Wisdom is asking where you are located, Mark. Mark is right down the volcano you see in the picture over there.
Yeah, I live inside of Vesuvius. Yeah, I live inside of
Did
the
you
city.
see the Lucky House at La Palma?
Oh, what?
Got totally surrounded by lava, and all the rest of the village was taken out, and there was this one little house, like, that was missed.
Shit.
I don't know if it's still been missed or whatever, but they called it the luckiest house, or something, at La Palma.
Let me see.
Yo, they don't have volcano in Australia?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they have.
Damn. What a sad life, bro. No volcano, no action, no adrenaline.
They have Mount Napier as one of them. They have actually got quite a few of them, Australia.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so. Murk, using your expert opinion, how will this world truly end? It won't. Humans will just continue down our golden path, man. Yeah. Fear is the mind killer. I don't think it'll end. I really don't. I think maybe we'll graduate from the planet, and if the planet does end, it'll just be how planets end. You know.
Mark, you know, if like a big volcano explodes, it can be another glacial period.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. They could. Yeah. Humans could potentially dwindle down to, tens, and but I think we'd come back.
That's already happened once before.
Exactly. Like, I don't think like the end of humanity. You mean? No, at the end of the planet itself. I think at some point we'll probably leave it, or we'll find a way to just keep the rock something we can use. So if we stay on it,
went up,
it might look like
I think when it went off last, when Yellowstone went off last time, they believe there was roughly, they don't know for sure, about 8,000 people survived it in the whole world.
Yeah,
it can be.
Yeah, we
Yo, Shadow, where are you from?
I'm in England, UK.
Oh yeah. I understand that accent, bro. Like very English accent. I like it.
I think the planet's going to be here. I think if we're talking about like the actual end of the planet, like if you were to look through space and Earth is just no longer here, what happened to it? Well, it would have to be something big, right? I don't think we've necessarily...
A solar flame.
A solar flare?
A solar flame.
Yeah, absolutely. Enough seismic activity to split the planet into subplanets, things like that. We have a moon, and we know that moon came from this planet at some point. So, we know that sometimes planets crack in half and fucking birth other planets over time. So, who fucking knows?
England used to be over by America. We're now 2,000 miles away.
Yeah. I don't think they teach Pangea anymore, and I'm kind of glad, because I don't think that's actually how plate tectonics work. But, I absolutely...
the volcano is a consequence of the tectonic plaques that does melt together, and
the tectonic plates basically they have to keep on moving, and they get to ridges where they get stuck basically, and like one edge will go underneath the other one and get stuck, and it causes pressure to build up, and the lava's got nowhere to go apart from up, which causes a volcano to explode. Basically.
Yeah. And there's so like I know that like the Earth has a zit, the Earth has fucking acne. Earth will evolve into a star. It could be that I got a feeling our planet, stellarly speaking, is going to be here even when our star burns out. So You know,
Yeah.
I think we'll be here. Hopefully, we can cage that star and get some power
Guys.
from it. That'd be cool. You know.
Guys, don't think about that. We're gonna be dead.
Yeah, we'll be dead as fuck. Friend Lau used to say, don't try to grasp the unfathomable. It's not the best time, but boy, is it fun sometimes. It's
Yeah.
I'm a
Things
bad
that-
student.
The film 2012 was based on Yellowstone going off.
Yeah. Well, didn't a bunch of shit happen in 2012? Like, it was just all of the 2012s happened?
Well, basically, it was Yellowstone that exploded, and like
Yeah.
you see all the ground just like exploding outwards and whatever, because that caldera is so big it takes up like 3 states.
Yeah.
It's like 55
Yellowstone is pretty
miles or
big, though.
something by 75 miles wide. That magma bowl.
Lordy.
On the Schumann resonance yet, and how the magnetosphere affects earthquakes and volcanoes?
The Schumann Resonance. Now, is that kind of hopping into that cat that was building stuff that he said could fucking... It was like based off of Tesla shit, he could crack the earth in half?
No, the Schumann resonance, I think Russia monitors it. It's gauging the magnetosphere around the world and how solar flares in the sun affect the resonance of the planet.
Oh, I see. We're not in conspiracy world. Yeah, the Schumann Resonance, SR, yeah, are a set of spectrum peaks in an extremely low frequency, ELF, portion of the Earth's electromagnetic field spectrum. Schumann resonances are globally electromagnetic resonances generated and excited by lightning charges in the cavity formed by the Earth's surface in the ionosphere. Okay. Huh. There you go.
I guess every time it spikes, we'll see, and especially with solar flares and geomagnetic storms, solar storms, that we always see seismic activity after a particularly large episode.
Really? Okay. And it's that Schumann resonance. It's there's an actual, we've quantified the energy that's causing this disruption. Potentially, or at least Russia's monitoring it, you say?
I think that's where I found it, was through a Russian website.
Okay. June 2020, so a year ago, the Schumann resonances were cracking the fuck up, it looks like.
I'm particularly interested in the solar storms because every time we have like a G2 or larger solar storm, we will almost inevitably have increased seismic activity.
Yeah, people are speculating on Pinterest and stuff, like why is Earth's Schumann resonance accelerating? Apparently there's an app, a Schumann resonance app that you can get that'll update you on the Earth's Schumann resonance. And spikes inside of it, which is fucking wild. But oh yeah, like people are throwing the Star of David up and they're like, yo, Schumann resonance, sacred math, baby. I'm like, yeah, like, typical Schumann resonance measurement. If I wanted to see this real quick, resonance measurement scheme. Okay. Yes.
Azrael, she put a video on YouTube, CCPM using CERN beam bomb to activate the earthquake volcano.
Oh.
You think that's real, bro?
I do not think that it's speculation. I think that it's real and they're trying to suppress it.
Oh.
Yeah, you find USGS as well. They downsize a lot of the earthquakes and stuff, and they don't report them all either.
Yeah, we call them the USBS.
Yeah.
So, earthquake alert. Holy shit. So wait, where'd you post that? I was gonna...
look in the live chat text in Discord. The video I posted is long, and the guy, he has like a 10-minute intro of techno, like aggro techno music, so he might...
Thank you for the heads up. I'll mute that and just kind of throw this sucker on. But I wanted to, have something, something on the kind of... He's going hammer.
He has a lot of great... I don't know. I hope that's the right one. I think it's the right one. He did a lot of great diagrams, and it showed a lot of... what's it called when you animate? Animations. About it.
Let's see here. I'm trying to find some of this.
I make words real good.
I make word times real good. Hey, no, it's Thursday. I think everybody's feeling the week, right? Right? Everybody feeling the week already, weighing on them. Feeling tired, ready for Friday.
So I posted a couple of things. One was the new rubber duck UAP that they found at the Arizona border. The other one is about CERN, and then there's an article about beam dumps.
Wait. Back up. Rubber duck what?
Rubber duck UFO. I tried to open that, but it just kept trying to download something called Sunwolf.
What do you mean found? Like in the sky or on the ground?
So there was a UAP reported down at the border of Arizona by the Department of Homeland Security, and they're nicknaming it. It's the most recent. I guess instead of calling them UFOs, now they're UAPs, and it's the most recent. That article I posted was probably about 6 hours ago, and it's kind of a big deal.
Damn Mexicans!
Damn
it.
Man, shit. CCP using CERN beam dumps to activate earthquakes and volcanoes. Yeah, that's, it looks like he's also running, like, straight simulations. Like, if you did this, like, oh yeah, look. All of, like, some very...
The whole thing, it gets really in-depth. If you can kind of work through the way that he talks, because it's kind of tough to listen to him, but if you can get through it, it's quite a lot of information.
Yeah, he's Russian to the core, word.
Man, we doing some really deep discussion. We should go back on where is hiding Baldo and like what is doing Dog.
Oh, you guys want to check on baby Lisa and Dog and Brian? You guys want to see if we found Baldo?
Yeah.
Let's go see real quick.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Brian Laundrie's dad helps law enforcement 23 minutes ago from WFLA. Let's turn this up. I got this playing. Should be screen sharing. Yeah, they got the golf cart out. Wait. They got that John Deere fucking little ninja.
What's this?
This apparently Brian Laundrie's dad is here. They got on the ground footage now that hit WFLA 23 minutes ago.
Oh, now he wanna help them to find his son.
Yes.
Like after a month, he disappeared. It's 1 month he's disappeared.
And the cops are saying they didn't ask him, which is weird. It's like, well, why? I don't think bitch would just show up on his own accord. You know. Watching feeds, nothing. Yeah, no, there's nothing new popping off necessarily, I don't think.
Or they call him because they found the body.
I think we would have heard by now if that was the case, because he showed up this morning. He showed up during our day shift stream. Like, he showed up hella early to this, to the reserve. So I don't even know if he's there anymore today.
You know what he's doing, the father.
What's he
because
doing?
people keep saying the dirty laundry, the why they don't searching for the son if he's missed, blah 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 blah. So he's going over there to show up that he actually does care for his son, you know.
That's what that's what a lot of people are saying. That it's
Too late.
Yeah, too late.
Yeah.
Too late. It's weird the way they reacted at first, and I mean they should have at least just give a statement. Give a fucking statement. You know. There he is. There's the infamous red truck, Zimmy. There he is. That's Chris Laundry. Bam, he's rolling that window up. He has kind of a grim face, like he's not expecting. I'm gonna be honest. That was the face of a dude who might not be expecting to recover his son.
Like, listen, they still didn't explain why they did answer to the girl family, Gabby Petito family, when they were sending message. They still haven't explained that one.
They sure haven't.
Even the attorney.
I'm gonna play that again because I'm still a little shook by his. I'm gonna try to pause on his just general demeanor as he passes, because there's kind of a moment here where it's like he purses his lip, and it's not like he's. It almost looks here like he's emotionally triggered by seeing the press, but not in a way that's anger, in a way that's sadness, which reads to me like maybe he's
He's playing clown right now.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Look at this clown face, bro.
I don't know. I think he might genuinely think he might be coming back with a dead son. You know?
Yeah, after 1 month, your son missed. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, because we stupid. Okay.
Well, I mean, I got a feeling he might not know. I don't know if he's in the. I don't know. Like, that's just a convincing face to me. He is a dad.
Listen, he's not. I don't know. If your son missed, you go the first day. If it doesn't back in 10 hours, you call the police. Okay? You don't call the police 5 days later.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
And second, when the police start searching, you go with the police.
Well, here's the thing, Zimmy.
Every day over there.
Well, he might have not called the police because Chris or Brian might have said he was going on a camping trip, which he does. He does those, and then they don't.
Okay.
Okay.
After 5 days, you don't call the police?
Well, they did after that, I think, didn't they? Or was it the police that spurred the fucking where the fuck is he? How did it actually pop off that he was a missing person? I forget. It's been so long now.
Listen. First of all, the police went over there and knocked at the door. Okay? And they asked to talk to Brian, and they pull up the attorney. They said, "Oh, this is attorney. Fifth, we play the fifth." Okay? So
yeah, they did do that. They did immediately say like, "Yeah, no, here's our attorney."
Yeah, after 5 days, they did talk to the police, not the attorney, that Brian went at the Colton Reserve for hiking.
Yeah.
So they don't know where he is. And they report him missing because they leave a message to the car. Brian, don't harm yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they go back home. And he didn't come back home. So they went over there and they took the car back. Bro, come on. Like, come on, we are not stupid.
Yeah, I guess that is suspicious as fuck on the parents' part, man. I guess I do see where everybody's feeling that way. I guess I shouldn't be swayed by dude's face as easy, but yeah.
Listen, this is just they trying to avoid the media and all this talking because bro, they can't leave anymore. This family can't leave anymore over there.
Yeah. Unicorn says that he was there for 3 hours and then left, so he's not there anymore. But this was him when he got there. This is like kind of the area he entered. So they would have at most taken him an hour and a half out from that where he parked his car, so that he can get back logically. So we can kind of deduce like a radius of where they're searching now. You know what I mean? But again, maybe they just brought him out there to show them evidence they found at the campsite to ask him, hey, have you seen Brian with this specific item? Because we think it might be his. Or it was a cell phone ping that brought him out there, but I haven't seen any confirmation on that yet. And I would imagine the feds, if they're the ones leading this shit, aren't going to probably come out with that right now. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he had to have been shooting from the hip, the dad, at best. Shooting from the hip. Even if he is complicit in helping this kid escape, he did it like second degree, if you will, like shooting from the hip. Like there was no necessarily set plan. It was kind of like, fuck, we found out we have a day. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like yeah. So I don't know. Like his panic here. Maybe it went down like this, and he maybe was gonna help Brian and got a hold of the attorney, and Brian said "fuck it" and bailed anyway. You know what I mean? Maybe he had set himself up to help him.
Apparently, they found another campsite that had been used recently or something, and the parents told the police that that was the area that he was heading to go to.
Gotcha. So that's probably why they pulled him out. You know, and that's what they're investigating today. That's why they were there. It was a recent campsite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it very well could be that that's the case. I think you might be right about that. I mean, I think that's. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He looks like he's there to genuinely look for his fucking kid, which is. I kind of felt like, well, maybe he just wanted a break from the craziness. Well, I really do think he doesn't know where the fuck the kid is. I really do have that feeling. I really got a feeling he doesn't know where the hell Brian is, like specifically.
But why didn't the mum go as well?
Why didn't the mom too? She maybe just didn't want to. She's getting more. She's getting a lot of heat.
No, let me explain. Let me explain why his mom is not over there. Because she was watching Mark. She was watching the Zimmy cooking show.
Yeah, she was at home. Yeah, she knew we were doing the Zimmy cook. Yeah, she knew we were doing MasterChef Zimmy today, so she didn't. She's like, nah, fuck that. We're not.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving today, baby. They're changing the stream up a little bit. I got to see their new little format they got going on. Yeah. Probably, or doing gardening is what AJ's saying. Probably didn't want to face it. I got a feeling she just didn't want to face it, and he's like, well, I gotta, for a couple of different reasons, go do this. One, definitely to show people that I'm getting in front of it, and that I also do not know where he is. And another reason is to, I think, genuinely go look for him. I think he genuinely is like, where the fuck is he? I think maybe he had a plan to help his son, like anybody would. But it involved that son having to go to jail. You know what I mean? And Brian bailed, I bet. Yeah. I bet Brian bailed. And I bet you if they did build a plan for him, it was probably involved that, because any rational, sane person would do it like that. And I don't see any evidence that they're not rational people. He's the one that acted irrationally, Brian, not Chris or the mom or Cassie.
Yeah, but nobody's like, I know, bro. The problem is the media, bro. The media tend to push a lot, bro. A lot. Yeah. They're pushing so hard on the family.
Hard. I mean, they've surrounded them. Like, they're convinced this family fucking knows, and I just don't think they fucking do. I really don't think they do.
Sure.
Oh, yes.
Even they know. You can blame a family because they trying to help or to avoid the prison to their son.
Hello.
You can blame the family, bro.
Yeah, hello.
People been killing other people for the son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I was John here. I was at a meeting. I just got back and I just saw that it says La Palma update. Could you give me that real quick?
Oh, absolutely. La Palma has exploded. The volcano. It's causing massive destruction in Spain. There's also a lot of seismic activity. There was a 5.9 volcano that hit in Tokyo. A lot of we're covering that in particular because I'm really fond of the conspiracy theory that some of our true crime news is to distract from some of the massive global events that are happening. We have some serious
earthquake in Tokyo, not volcano.
Could be Godzilla.
I meant earthquake. Yeah, I meant earthquake in fucking Tokyo. Did I say volcano? My bad. But yeah, earthquake in Tokyo. I'm already slurring my words.
Definitely Godzilla.
Crazy times.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Listen, in Tokyo, bro, earthquake is like for Italy, like drinking wine.
Yeah.
Normality, the earthquake in Tokyo, in Japan.
Yeah,
but
they've built.
Nobody expected.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Zimmy.
Yo.
Hey, this is John. I'm in Carolina, but listen,
what's up, John?
my grandmother was from Italy. She lived up in the mountains of a place called Genoa.
Genova. I'm nearby, bro. I'm 220 kilometers from Genova.
Yeah.
she told me a story about when she worked at a dress shop at the bottom of the mountains, and Lucky Luciano walked in and tried to take her out on a date. She said she ran back up to the mountains because she had heard about him, so she didn't take him up on it. But he came into the dress
Lucky
shop.
Luciano? Really?
Yeah. Well, she's older, so that was back in those days, you know. But he walked into the dress shop she worked at and asked to see the dress, and then wanted to buy it for her, and she was like, "Oh, thank you, no," and then she took off. She was a little scared, you know. But anyway, just fascinating story, man. We're practically neighbors, you know.
Damn straight, dude. Damn straight. Hey, real quick, shout out to Peter Redmond in Chicago. Hey, and Danny Drew, I want to address a real quick thing about Brian Laundrie's parents. Parents are guilty in the cover-up diversion. Why not search for your child day one? Are we talking day one when like massive resources showed up to search for the kid? Because again, if the police are searching, I'm probably not going to go out and search until they ask me to help, or I would just be driving places I know he would be. But again, that would cause suspicious because I'm being tailed by, again, a massive infrastructure that is overfunded for the situation.
You don't think it's just for publicity, though?
It very well could be. Again, I think if it is for like him going to search for publicity, I mean, that's definitely an angle of it because he needs to go show that he doesn't know where the fuck his kid is. You know,
he needs to freshen up. They need to freshen up their presence a little bit. You know what I mean? Do a little what do they call that in companies when they do it when they damage control. I think, you know, their personalities have been a little bit screwed up because of their lack of help, and now all of a sudden they're coming forward. Oh, let's give them a hand. You know, I think it's a day late and a dollar short, but it looks good. Their lawyer might have suggested they do this.
Yeah.
To me, if him film, he might sue out the police.
Oh, potentially. That's if he's armed. I've heard no confirmation that he's got a gun though. But yeah, I think he might want to stick around in case they have to talk him down. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I think the last thing we all want to see is he'll kill himself. You know, I don't want that to happen.
Well, they keep saying that. They keep saying they brought him down there to identify because maybe they found a body, but I don't think they would bring him down there because they didn't bring him out there to find Gabby to identify her. I think that they would bring him back to a coroner or something and then have them identify, right?
Yeah, I definitely don't think he's out there to identify a body. I think he was out there to either speculate on evidence that might have been Brian's and confirm that it was his, like possessions or something that were left behind, or or it was, you know, just to somebody had speculated it might have been like a psychological profiler just wanted to like waste his time a little bit and see where he might naturally wander off to and follow his like subconscious, like, you know what I mean, where he knows to go kind of path, which is something investigators have done and have gotten results from in the past.
Yo, Mark, Teresa is bro, she's not putting his money on Dog. I think Dog involvement was publicity stunt job.
Cecily Chapman feels that way, Zimmy. Dog's daughter feels that way.
Yeah.
You know, she feels it's she never should have gone out there. And yeah, at this point it's kind of looking like a publicity stunt for his new pilot, his new show.
And I think that underground bunker in the backyard's bullshit too, to be honest with you.
I'm starting to feel that way now that, again, after I've seen this dad's face, that made me kind of throw that bunker shit out. Like, I think he really doesn't know where the fuck this kid is.
Yeah, and it could have been any kind of...
I saw the picture too. The picture, the dad is not sad enough, and he's just like,
Oh, it seems like he's having a good time. Yeah, there's some of those that come out, but keep in mind, people handle stress in different ways, and if he disconnects, he disconnects. You know, I definitely have moments where I've been in, you know, some of the worst days of my life, but I've still managed to catch a laugh and a cigarette.
Looks like he lost a lot of sleep lately.
Yeah, he looks like he's lost a lot of sleep lately. That's for sure. And again, I really think he knows where the fuck his kid is. Like, Teresa says she didn't see a hand in that video. I had seen there's a video in the Discord floating around where it does look like somebody's handing something down to some shit in a bunker, but again, it's so rendered down.
I saw it too. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Like chipmunk. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it could have been a chipmunk. It could have been just, again, you're zooming in so hard on like low quality. Well, not low quality, but you're zooming in so hard on drone footage. And
not only that, think about it. If somebody said, "Hey, does that look like a squirrel?" You'd see squirrel in your mind.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, straight
absolutely.
Up.
Hey, but I'm gonna take off, Merc. But I want to ask you again to check out that behavioral panel.
Oh, absolutely, man. Hey, absolutely, man. I'm actually trying to again, that's why I'm really been almost hyper focusing on people's body language and just thinking about motive attached to the variable of their expression and body language. And I feel
they have a new piece to it.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually those are some cats that are kind of cueing me in on some shit that, has been.
Oh, you did watch them?
Yeah. No, I've subscribed. Yeah, no, it's
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, no, I've
fantastic.
Yeah, there's been a whole bunch of stuff that Murkies have sent my way that have been tremendous in the realm of, I like profiling. That's probably some of my favorite stuff. Like if I could have chosen a fucking profession in law enforcement, right? I think I would want to be a profiler, right? That just seems cool. Deducing what someone is or thinking, But
well, I've got a cousin in law enforcement in Florida, and she's with CSI. Believe it or not, it really is called CSI, and she's with crime scene investigation of evidence pickup and stuff, right? And I got to get with her and see if she has any inside scoop on this particular case.
Hey.
Yeah, I forgot to do that. I got to do that. Yeah. If I hear anything, I'll let you guys know, man.
Yeah. Call back in. Let us know. Absolutely.
Yeah, her name's Amy. I'd love to get her to call you guys up. Anyway, well, listen, I got to get out of here. I got to make something to eat, man. So you guys have a great night. And, man, you got to get some sleep once in a while. I wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, and I see you guys are having a late night chat, right?
Yeah, I do a late night shift with Lux normally through the week. I catch up on some sleep on the weekends, and I do catch 8 hours. But because of my disease, if I sleep more than 4 at a time, sometimes I get weird and cranky when I wake up and get all sore.
I hear you.
Yeah, but
I take Tylenol PMs every day. Yeah.
Yep.
We're allowed to do that.
Yep, damn straight. Hey, John, just again, I'm proud of you, and you keep on,
Thanks.
man. And,
well, as long as they let me have Benadryl or Tylenol PM, I'm good to go, man. Because I can't sleep worth a shit. They had me on this stuff for my mind called Seroquel, and that stuff, man. All you want to do is eat and sleep. And I couldn't function with it, man. I couldn't function with it, so I gave it up. And really, all I need, man. I mean, I still have the ADHD, but it's in check. As I've gotten older, I've learned how to work with it on my own. I don't need the drugs for it anymore, thank God. So anyway, I'm gonna take off. I'll talk to you guys later, but I still talk too fast. Sorry about that.
Hey, you're fine. Hey, no, you're fine, John.
Catch you later, guys.
I'll talk to you later, John. You have a good day.
All right, man.
Oh man, isn't it interesting how, the older we get, the more we develop these not just coping mechanisms, but we develop into ourselves in a way Zimmy, you still here? Do we lose Zimmy? Oh damn.
I watch your YouTube channel. It's awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's really good to have you in here, Clint. It's really good to have you in here. I believe I've seen you comment a few different times.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Hello. Let's see. And who else just spoke up? Who else was that? Do we have any new brave Murkies in the call center?
Also, I have a YouTube channel also myself.
Oh, you do? Plug it real quick for us. Tell the people where they can find you. What's the name of your channel?
I mean, it's my real name and my last name.
Oh, gotcha.
I try to try to put like a fake awesome name, but it's hard for me to type.
Yeah. It's sometimes it's really hard to build that persona and find that thing that sticks. And just a little bit of advice: if you're building a channel or you're trying to find a name, I find that the thing that you think is probably the most worthless and the funniest is probably the thing that the crowd's gonna like the most. That's just from my experience, Hey, I forgot to ask, how long have you been broadcasting, Murk? Well, I'm a musician and producer by trade, so I've never stopped making music and releasing music since I was a minor. But doing this particular thing, I've had this channel for, I think we're approaching.
You make music?
I do make music. There's a
awesome, man. Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah. If you any Murkies out there want to check out my music, there's a link in the description. There's a little music tab there that'll take you to my Spotify. Got quite a few albums on there. Again, I'm a fairly prolific producer. Again, I write and compose a lot of music. I do a lot of you might have heard me on the lo-fi channels if you're into, lo-fi anime girl or chilled cow or whatever it's called now. I've been doing that for a while, but doing this is kind of new. Again, when I first got with Lux, it's kind of like, when you're a producer like I am, you see the need for a project. Does that make sense? So you see everybody around you wants a certain thing. They might not necessarily have the time or the confidence or the certain... I felt like this would be a good starting off point for a lot of people. And I'm really glad it's blossoming into a community. Again, I really started the channel more for, Lux and Arianthe and Chief and all my friends that want to do this, special guest and Angel. And I have a bunch of people who, in my personal life, they want to do stuff like this. They want to be streamers. They want to make content. They would like to get their message out there. They have things they want to say to people. They have a point of view that I feel like is particularly important to get out there too. And I consider myself, in a way, an aggregate of their opinions. And really, that's where I started with this channel. Does that make sense? That's why I wanted to make something and kind of see where it goes. My early content was me messing with form and seeing what this platform is. I made a lot of different kinds of content when I first started this channel out. Again, I make content really fast. I like to move really quick. I'm an artist. That's just kind of how I do. And I liked that this... I found that what bloomed is more this thing, kind of talking and engaging with people. And it's really what I like the best.
You like to people... You like all the people, you like to talk to people. Yeah. Me too. I like to talk to people and have fun and
yeah.
The music part is like it's different kinds of emotions, different kinds of how you feel, and you want to like music.
Yeah. First one asks, "Hey Murk, are we live?" We sure are live. We sure are. I'm way too shy to be in front of camera. Teresa, I have a lot of friends that, while they may not be shy in front of camera, that might not be their problem. They might have problems with the back end and stuff like that. Just know that in this community, you're not alone in any kind of shyness or anything like that. And if there's any confidence of mine or shamelessness I can break off and give to you, come get it. You can have it. You can be on this show if you want to maybe pop that bubble and break that nervousness. I genuinely believe that there's nothing outside of if you acclimate, humans can acclimate to anything. And that's all this is, being in front of camera. That's just acclimation, just getting used to it.
Like me, I have a speech problem, speech problem, yes, some people, the real world, don't care about me.
Yeah. Dismissive, probably. Yeah, absolutely. People with, any disability that can happen. I've had people be, even kind of cunty to me in the chat because I have an autoimmune disease and I'm, for the most part, pro-vaccination. I don't have an anti-vax channel, and I don't really propagate that up. I kind of propagate and checking it out yourself. And if I could propagate anything, it's if you're an adult, have insurance, and have a doctor. But again, I'm coming from a very unique perspective on that particular issue. And yeah, I've had kind of hate, and then it kind of turns toward my disability. Well, like, yeah, I fucking hate it because I can't do anything. I'm fucking locked down. I'm immunocompromised, and I can't. Like, that shit will kill me. And like, I totally get it. Totally. Like, it can be.
I want to pray for you.
You want to what?
Pray for you.
Oh, absolutely. In the Discord, if you have anything, like any music or anything that you've made or anything that you want to, shoot my way, please do. Please do. Yeah. Shoot me a friend request and stuff. Any murkies out there. If you haven't individually friend requested me on Discord, sometimes that's a good, quick way to get something right to me too. It's the channel's really popped off, so I've had a lot of stuff come my way, and I'm one person. But Lux has really been helping me out. So like, I try to get to everything. And
I shot earlier today, and I'm with you on the chronically ill. The people with autoimmune.
Oh, really?
And I get it. People with autoimmune diseases being immunocompromised. It's kind of a whole different ballgame.
It is. And it's one of those things where it's we're not trying to say fuck you anti-vaxxers. We're trying to say not fuck us especially. Like, that's all. Like, we're doing the same thing y'all are doing, putting ourselves in a situation where we're, trying to be logical. Like, yeah, it's a different ball game for us. I agree. Yeah, 100%. It's but yeah, that's something I've seen in the chat a few different times. That's normally where the flavor of troll comes from. Is like zealous anti-vax stuff. Oh, what was that?
I shot you a message in Discord asking about streaming.
Oh yeah, awesome. Let me see here. I'll definitely get to you. We're going to probably wind the channel down here in the next 2 minutes or 10 minutes. We're kind of in the last little 10-minute stretch here. I'm going to cut it a little bit early today. I kind of like this little format we got going on. We're hitting real close to that same 8 hours of content and really keeping people in here and riding with us,
Like me, I have five subscribers on my channel, and I need more subscribers. Get that montage level.
Oh yeah. Hey,
I'm all about you guys breaking the seal on your channel, man. If anybody's gonna pop in and take a shot at talking, with you guys, this is a good place to do it, because you've been nothing but friendly and accepting, and it's just great vibes all the way around.
Oh, thank you. I know that there's definitely been a couple of people that probably ran off in text, but I really do try to stay open. I really do appreciate everybody that shows up, and I realize that, like, when you see that title, like open voice and video call in, it's like, do I do that?
Good vibes.
Yeah,
it's good vibes.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. That means the world to me, guys. And yeah, the channel's finally, it's become official. I've got sponsors now. There's like things. Yeah, being immunocompromised, I'm normally when you're in the music industry and when you're also like a maintenance man, I'm either doing contracting or I'm doing music, and the profitable sides of both of those are shut down right now. There's really not a lot I can do. And so I really do like spending the time talking to you guys. You know what I mean? And the fact that it's been able to turn into a thing where even advertisers maybe think it's a thing that is worth their money, then I feel like it's a good opportunity all around. Nothing but growth, and hopefully, again, more aggregating of opinions.
Hey, so plug your advertisers. Who's sponsoring you now?
Oh, we have Atlas VPN. So I had a bunch of different opportunities in front of me when the channel was officially, when the seal was popped, right? When we hit that over 4K like view time and that over 1,000 subscribers. I had a few different options in front of me, but I wanted to think about what people would maybe need a deal on. We have a lot of international people, so I got Atlas VPN. I got us a deal on a VPN in the description. And BarkBox. We have a lot of pet parents. And I wanted maybe something where you could get a good deal on maybe getting your pets some treats. You know? That also kind of spawns from me feeling bad about telling people to leave their pets home all the time. But that's because I'm allergic to cats and dogs. But I still love cats and dogs. I live with a cat.
I have cats. I have dogs.
Yeah.
I have animals.
Hey, check out BarkBox if you want to get them something special. And, you don't have to do a monthly subscription. Just get the one box, man. Just get them something special. Get them a snacky treat for their birthday or something with maybe hopefully a little discount on it. On behalf of MURKradio. That's really why that's kind of how I like to angle with sponsors, is really think about the people around me and what you guys would want. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yes.
I try to do it.
I have a question. So y'all any sponsors, any like sponsors like West Coast people ever sponsor you guys?
Oh, like ammo people? Is that what you say?
No,
or like
ammo.
Oh, rescue animal people. No, I didn't have any of that in front of me, but unfortunately, like, nobody really reached out to me in person. It's just kind of on a list in front of me digitally, so it's almost kind of cold how I get presented my options, right? I think there was probably different, there might have been an animal rescue option, but I don't think it was a source that I thought was legitimate. You know what I mean? It was one of those that I was like, I don't think so. But I do know that, like, Atlas VPN, it's a solid VPN. Like, I checked that out, and people internationally can view American content through it. And that was something that I felt really passionate about, because I started covering, this channel popped off first. I ended up on St. Louis News covering the Elizabeth Cook drama. And Elizabeth Cook out of St. Louis. And she, I had a lot of people who were international viewers who were really interested in that, but they can't see the local news there. And I saw it in forums endlessly, where people were on the true crime boards like, I can't actually see this news footage. Can someone share it? And they share it like a YouTube link, and they're like, I can't watch that YouTube link. And it's like, well, the issue is here, you need a VPN, baby. So, oh, Danny, oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah, I'm probably mostly nuts at this point.
Are you going to be hanging out tonight in the Discord or doing a late night shift?
I think we're definitely doing a late night shift. I'm feeling it tonight. I want to get silly with Lux. I like making her laugh. You know what I mean? I like laughing with you guys. So I want to do a late night tonight. And I don't know if she's feeling like video gaming, but we might do some video games tonight. I don't know. I know I'm definitely going to make a Zimmy recipe tonight. For sure. Like, definitely going down.
Set up your camera, man, and show us how you make it.
Oh, I'll have to do that. I'll have to stream it. I think I caught Lux taking a photo of me last night and posted it in the Discord of me cooking. I was like, oh shit, you showing me that? I was experimenting too. I was like, ooh, I was gonna share a little bit more of me cooking Zimmy's recipe last night, but I was a little nervous. I'd fuck it up.
To like cook.
I do like to cook. I've taken gigs as a cook. I've done a lot of kitchen work. You do a lot of stuff when you're a musician. Like you kind of have to do like a lot of other fucking gigs. So I've done, contracting, maintenance work. I've done hotel front desk work. I've done kitchens, endless kitchen stuff.
Whatever pays enough to cover what music doesn't.
Exactly.
Are you even a millennial if you haven't worked in at least one kitchen?
Exactly. Yeah, no, true. Like, yeah, everyone knows that, front or back of house life. Me, back of house, if anyone's wondering. Kitchen work, 100% back of house. Normally a prep cook for Copeland's and stuff like that. Been a line cook plenty of times,
Team back of house, saute, dude.
Been back of house, saute, yeah. And that specific shift at like a Copeland's, you know what I mean? Like, done like fry and broiler too, Expo sucks. I don't do Expo.
Fuck Expo.
Yeah, I don't do Expo in the kitchen, but yeah. Yeah.
A full network is awesome.
That's yeah. They man, guys, I've got this photo of Chris Laundrie pulled up, and I just cannot shake the feeling that he really does not know where the fuck his kid is. Like, I can't shake the feeling. Like, maybe he knows the direction, but he doesn't know the specifics.
Maybe he does know, but his wife is telling him to shut up, and he's just about had it. He's over it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is a sad.
That's kind of what I was feeling too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaibe, I mean.
Okay, I can see that, guys. Okay. Ooh.
Kind of to tie back into what Arianthe was thinking at the beginning, that it was all the mom, you know.
Yeah.
I thought the authorities actually asked him to go out there.
They did. Well, see, I heard that they refuted that. Did they come back and say that they did ask him?
I don't know. I didn't see that they.
Oh yeah, they had refuted it. Yeah, there were some tweets that came out that, and then the Laundries themselves, like the lawyers, said to the press that law enforcement asked them to go, and then the news reported that law enforcement released a statement that they did not ask for Chris Laundrie's presence in the investigation, and but that doesn't mean that the feds didn't request Chris Laundrie's presence in the investigation. You know what I mean? So it could have been that the feds requested it. Yeah, Northport police said no. So it could have been feds, you know what I mean? And they're not talking. We are, how much do we know about the feds investigation? Fucking nothing, but where they physically are that we can prove.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think we're kind of at the point in the story where we really just have to wait for the fucker to get busted and have a big he's busted party.
So, I want to know, do you think the mom, the parents might get in trouble?
We've asked Jameson that, and Jameson doesn't seem to think so, and I don't think so. But again, I don't believe there's enough evidence right now to necessarily even charge Brian with murder yet.
No.
Yeah, I don't even think they have enough evidence to actually press charges for murder against him yet. Like, if they do, they're not talking about it, and I think that the remains of Gabby are compromised in a way that they're having a hard time either figuring out cause of death, or they're being quiet about it for a reason. Like, there's something.
Do you think?
Yeah, there's something going on. I think. Like, again,
do you think?
Oh, do I think what?
Do you think he might? Do you think he might kill someone else? Like, I mean, I don't know if that is true or not, but like, he could kill someone else?
Could have gone somewhere else, very possibly. Like, I do think he very well could have gone somewhere else. Like. But again, like, the fact that they're tightening into this kind of location, the feds are, makes me think maybe he's dead in that spot. Maybe they're just following this dude in like a tight, like 3-mile radius, fucking camping out. You know what I mean?
The last time we looked at the flight trackers,
I think we had Shane pop into him today. I know that Shane was reporting in on the flight tracker as it was over the the news chopper that was over Carlton.
Dead right now.
Yeah, but they're not aerial searching anymore. It's just ground, tight, small ground searches.
They might have canine dogs, maybe searching.
Dog did, and I bet you they have some kind of resources like that. I know they brought a drone out the first day that the feds
they have AT full.
Yeah.
Full with those two, also searching.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, guys. I'm going to put a pin on the Brian speculation for right now, because we're at the end of our second hour, and I really want to thank you guys for coming in and chatting with me today. We've kind of changed up the format, but we've had some ride or diers all day, switching into new streams, which again, according to the math, shouldn't stay as solid as it has been all day. You guys are ride or die, and I see all of you. But
dude, I love it. This is awesome. I got all.
This is awesome. I'm also you're the awesome dude, man.
Oh, thank you guys.
Best, absolute best.
Oh, thank you guys. Well, I'm gonna make some tea. I'm gonna grab a little bite tea. I'm gonna hop in Discord and let's maybe hang out or something. I'm gonna hop in the chat. I might just be lurking for a little bit because I'll normally take these headphones off and kind of let my ears get comfy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump over to the lounge.
Damn straight, right on. Yeah, I'll see you guys down in the lounge. That's where I like to hang out after the show. Is down in lounge. That's where I like to keep it chill. Maybe have watch parties or something if everybody agrees on something to watch. But yeah. Oh, thank you guys. And I'll see you around the corner. Let's hit that exit card, guys. I'll be back tomorrow morning too. Well, no, I'll be back with the late night. And then I'll be back tomorrow morning. But for some of you, I know some of you probably don't make the late night because it's really late for you. It's okay.
Yeah, it's like that here.
Yeah.
I'll probably see you in the morning.
Yeah.
Or the afternoon for me.
But I will talk to you guys here just around the corner. Quick reminder that MURKradio is brought to you by Atlas VPN and BarkBox. And to answer you real quick, Danny Drew, I will be back on at 9 p.m. my time. Desert in America. I think it's mountain.